Yo, welcome back to Disney Date Nite. So today we're about to do a rom-com name.
It's not really, it's like a
What is it?
romantic
Drama? A romantic drama?
Yeah.
So it's not really a rom-com.
No, I said it wasn't.
Okay, so a romantic drama.
It's a rom-dram.
A rom-dram called Pride and Prejudice.
Yes.
Have you seen this before?
I've never seen it before.
Okay, me neither. I mean, obviously.
It's actually, I think, like a required novel in most high school.
Maybe like private school.
Yeah, maybe private school.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
Okay.
But anyway, I assume that most novels that are turned into movies are usually pretty good. So I'm hoping that the movie is somewhat similar. Well, to
yeah, I think
the
it's
novel.
good. I think it won a lot of, Academy Awards too. So.
Okay. Today we check out Pride and Prejudice. If you guys are new to this channel, feel free to subscribe. Well, please subscribe. Also, if you guys want to see the movie before it come on YouTube, just what, babe?
Check out our Patreon.
Come to the Patreon, y'all. I almost said it. I had to let you say it.
Okay.
But anyway, without further ado, I'm excited to check out a rom-dram. What about you?
Let's get date night started.
Let's check this out, y'all. This is coming on like that movie. Damn, what's that damn movie? That crime movie?
The crying movie.
That's a crime movie.
The Notebook?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Crime movie. See, I said crime movie.
I knew what you were talking about. I think The Notebook, that was over like a lake, remember?
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, same kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Okay. Next weekend you can do that outside.
I mean, I used to do it when we was kids. You know, dryer, gotta hang that shit outside.
Really?
Yeah. Let the wind blow and dry it.
Lydia, Kitty.
Them clothes on the
Yeah, I don't know
what
if
the
they were like.
just kitchen table and stuff, nasty.
Dear Mr. Bennet,
In real life? Keira Knightley?
Okay.
do you not want to know who has taken it?
But as you wish to tell me, I doubt I have any choice in the
She like an Elizabeth.
Lily! Kitty, what have I told you about listening at the door? From the north. Really? Mr. Bingley, apparently.
That possibly affect them.
Oh, Mr. Bennet, how can you be so tiresome? You know he must marry one of
His
them.
desire.
They just speaking.
People.
For we may not visit if you do not. And
Whoever he is, popular boy, 'cause they all want him.
listening, you'll never listen. You must, Papa. At once. Have? Oh, Mr. Bennet, how can you passion for my poor nerves?
Oh, you mistake me, my dear. They've been my constant companions these 20 years.
Papa.
He's sure to be handsome.
With 5,000 a year, it would not matter if he had warts and
Will he
didn't.
come to the ball tomorrow, Papa?
They look
I
hot.
believe so.
Look hot ass.
Hot ass.
Well, then I'll do a Wendy for a week.
Oh, we trim your new bonnet. 2 weeks. I love 2 weeks.
Oh my god.
But what if he's
They're
ugly?
all
Then what?
negotiating. I don't think they care.
Yeah. He may be fat and ugly.
They're just excited. Ready to get married, I guess. This is feels like a real life Disney movie, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
meeting your prince.
Mm-hmm. And that was fun dancing back then, huh?
Now, if every man in the room does not end the evening in love with you, then I have no judgment. They're not all bad. Cumulus poppycocks, in my limited experience.
He shut that putty down, whoever this
Yeah.
guy is.
How good of you to come.
Peacocks is our Mr. Bingley.
Well, he's on the right and on the left.
And the person with the quizzical brows.
They look stuck up.
Tell me, 10,000 a year.
The miserable half.
Boy got quite, he the president.
Resume dancing.
Mr. Bennet, you must admire Mr.
He does not look happy.
Yeah, he looks boring too.
Yeah.
You walk into a port like you forced to come.
My eldest daughter, you know, Jane Bennet, Elizabeth and Miss Mary Bennet.
I have two others, but they're already dancing.
I'm delighted to make your acquaintance.
Okay, I thought it was that guy.
So I thought so too. What the hell? What the fuck wrong with that dude? He can't even smile.
How do you like it here in Hertfordshire, Mr.
The library at Netherfield, I've heard, is one of the finest in the country.
Yes, being out of doors. I mean, I can read, of course.
I wish I read more, but they're all
Exactly what I meant.
What is his deal?
And she like it too. That you can't read them. The quiet, mysterious type.
Hurry up, tell me quickly, my
Going
lord.
to take the bed.
The residents are coming. Please, it's just right there. Officers. As far as the eye can see. Officers. Oh, look. Jane's dancing with Mr. Bingley.
I feel like he starts chewing your sleep.
He looks like what?
Like he start chewing your sleep.
Will you dance, Mr. Darcy?
Not if I can help it.
I didn't know you were coming to see me. We are a long way from Grosvenor Square, are we?
I've never seen so many pretty girls in my life. She is the most beautiful creature I have ever beheld.
Perfectly tolerable, I dare say. Not handsome enough to tempt me.
Say handsome enough.
If he liked you, you'd have to talk to him.
I wouldn't dance with him for all of Derbyshire, let alone the miserable half.
I don't know.
But he ain't hot shit though. He don't look like that.
Personality is. I don't. Is it that guy or that guy?
I don't know. Like they hot. All them jumping around in
Yeah.
suits and stuff.
Mr. Life of the Party.
Yeah.
When did you first discovered the power of poetry in driving?
I thought that poetry was the food of love.
Of a fine, stout love, it may. One poor sonnet will kill its stone dead.
So what do you recommend to encourage affection?
Even if one's partner is barely tolerable.
She knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
Handsome, conveniently rich.
You know perfectly well I developed.
Only the deepest love will persuade me into matrimony, which is why I will end up an old maid. He danced with you most of the night and stared at you for the rest of it. He's a stupider person. Now, you're a great deal too apt to like all the world is good and agreeable.
Oh, I still can't believe what he said about you.
I can more easily forgive his vanity had he not wounded me. No matter, I doubt we shall ever speak again.
They're probably what, maybe 17?
Yeah,
Maybe.
probably.
What's the third with Miss Lucas?
Oh, there, dear.
Oh, there's a spinster in the making and no mistake.
I couldn't.
The
That's
fourth
just so
with a Miss
wrong.
King,
It
with
is.
little standing.
She is constantly saying it too.
Again with Jane.
If you'd had any compassion.
And she's pretty.
Yeah, she is.
You carry on, anyone would think our girls
It
look
is
forward
so
to a
kind
grand
of you.
inheritance to be left without a roof over their head, nor a penny to their name.
Mama,
Boy, I tell you one thing, boy, she don't hold her tongue.
No, she doesn't.
Bennett, Mum, from Netherfield Hall. We are saved.
Yeah, we are saved.
Oh, happy day.
It is from Caroline Bingley. She has invited me to dine with her. Her brother will be dining out.
Where? Let me see that.
It is too far to walk, Mama.
It's unaccountable of him dining out. Certainly not. He'll go on horseback.
Hoo-hoo, for they get soaked.
Why?
And the clothes getting wet.
I shall have to stay the night exactly as I predicted.
Your skills in the art of matchmaker.
Okay. Got it.
My kind friends will not
Oh, so
hear
she
of
had
me
a plan.
returning home until I...
Yeah.
Okay.
This is ridiculous.
Well, if Jane does die, Mr. Bingley.
People do not...
But she may well perish with the shame of having such a mother.
Apparently Lady Bathurst is redecorating her ballroom in the French style.
Miss Elizabeth Bennet.
Boy, them ran up, didn't he?
I'm so sorry. How is my sister?
She's upstairs.
Can I see?
Thank you.
My goodness, did you see her hem? 6 inches deep in mud.
Ah, shit, he like that. Oh, that shit he was talking.
Don't worry, I don't know who is more pleased at your being here, Mamma or Mr. B. Thank you for tending to my
So I
sister
think
so
that gal was
diligently.
his
She is in
sister,
far better
right?
comfort here than she would have been at home.
Sorry, not a
They
pleasure
are
that she's
different
ill, of course not.
I don't know. We missed that part introduction.
Not going to be famous, our fate is take of Norris.
Oh my gosh.
He's half in love with her already.
Who is bluffing?
Penny, for he has more than enough for the two of them.
But here, the whole time she's sick.
I think she was really sick.
Yeah, so hell. Her Brenner ain't helping him. They about to fall over, ain't they?
They are.
They walk right on that shit. Don't you go out there and get that shit.
Oh my gosh.
You write uncommonly fast, Mr. Darcy. How many letters you must have occasion to write, Mr. Darcy? Yes, I should think them.
It is fortunate, then, that they fall to my lot instead of yours.
Yeah, that's Mr. Darcy. That one's Mr. Bingley.
No.
I was quite in raptures at her beautiful...
Perhaps you will give me leave to defer.
Well, I think it's amazing you young ladies have the patience to be so accomplished. You all paint tables and play the piano and embroider cushions.
The word is indeed applied too liberally. I cannot boast of knowing more than...
Nor I, to be sure.
Goodness, you must comprehend a great deal in the idea.
She must have a thorough knowledge of music, singing, drawing, dancing, and the modern languages.
Don't she got something to do with something? She got her ass on somewhere.
I'm no longer surprised at your knowing only one, and out you're knowing any.
and sex.
It would certainly be a fearsome thing to behold.
Miss Elizabeth, let us take a turn about the room. It's refreshing, is it not, after sitting so long in one attitude?
You can only have two motives. Either you are in each other's confidence and you have conscious that your figures appear to the greatest advantage by walking. I should get in your way. If the second, I can admire you much better from here.
You could always laugh at him.
Oh, no. Mr. Darcy is not to be teased.
And would you consider pride a fault or a virtue?
That I couldn't say. Maybe it's that I find it hard to forgive the follies and vices of others. My good opinion, once lost, is lost forever.
Oh dear, I cannot tease you about that. What a shame, for I dearly love to laugh.
A family trait, I think.
Oh, God, maybe she ain't such a bitch. After all, maybe I had her wrong.
She did come across like a bitch.
Yeah. He's still a little strange to me, but whatever.
A little?
Yeah, he is.
I mean, I agree with you.
Yeah, he's oddball. Like he has no sense of humor or a dull sense of humor.
A Mrs. Bennet, a Miss Bennet, a Miss Bennet, and a Miss Bennet.
Yeah.
Oh my.
What an excellent room you have, sir.
They just think about money.
Oh, I do hope you intend to stay here, Mr. Bingley.
Absolutely,
I find it perfectly adequate, even if society is a little less varied than in town.
We dine with 4 and 20 families of all shapes and sizes, for instance. It's a very agreeable man. And a good deal less so.
Why are they there? To check on the daughter?
Mr. Bingley, is it true that you have promised to hold a ball here at Netherfield?
A ball?
You could invite the militia. They're excellent company. Oh, do hold a ball.
They about to fuck it up. They doing way too much.
I think a ball is a perfectly irrational way to gain new acquaintance instead of dancing with the order of the day.
Indeed, much more rational, but rather less like a ball. What a fine, imposing place it is, to be sure, is it not, my dears?
Mr. Darcy.
Miss Bennet?
Mr. Bingley, I don't know how to thank you.
You're welcome any time you feel.
Thank you for your stimulating company. It is
Pleasure is all mine.
Oh, shoot. I had out, yeah. I apologize. She cool. She cool. Look at him. What a...
How did you see him? He looked right at the one mind we're not made of money.
What a bunch of gold diggers.
Ordered a good dinner today to expect an addition to our family party.
You would think, looking at their house and stuff, though, that they'd have some
well off
money.
for at least be out, yeah.
everything, apparently.
Even my piano store belongs to Mr. Collins.
As soon as he pleases.
But why?
Because the estate passes directly to him and not to us.
Okay, so I guess say when the dad dies, women do
Mr.
nothing.
Collins, at your service.
Guess they can't own nothing.
Yeah. I mean, women couldn't even get their own loan until not too long ago.
Many years since I've had such an exemplary vegetable. To which of my fair cousins should I compliment the
Perfectly able to keep a cook.
I'm very pleased the estate can afford such a living. I'm honoured to have as my patroness Lady Catherine de Bourgh. My small rectory abuts her estate, condescends to drive by my humble dwelling in her little phaeton.
Does she have any family?
One daughter, the
Those are
heiress of
potatoes now.
Roses and very extensive.
Them shit look good,
You're
boy.
easily influenced.
Her daughter seemed born to be a duchess, here graces of elevated rank. These are the kind of little delicate confer ladies in which I conceive myself.
How happy for you, Mr. Collins, to possess the talent for flattering with such...
These pleasing attentions proceed from, or are they the result of previous study?
She kicked her.
I always wish to give them as unstudied an air.
Believe me, no one would suspect your manners to be rehearsed.
She'll bite her tongue, boy.
After dinner, I thought I might read. I have with me Fordyce's sermon, very eloquently on all matters moral. Are you familiar with Fordyce's sermons, Miss Bennet?
Fordyce's sermon.
Mrs. Bennet, you do know that I have parsonage of no mean size. Well, it is my avowed hope that soon I may find a mistress for it. Eldest Miss Bennet has captured my...
Oh, Mr. Collins. Unfortunately, hint that the eldest very soon...
Engaged.
Age and beauty would make any... Not you agree.
Indeed, indeed.
Hold up.
Very agreeable alternative.
Ain't he a cousin or some shit, or who the fuck is this?
I thought he was a cousin.
I thought he was a cousin too. I'm like,
some weird shit in back in the day.
boy, fucking incest shit.
Mr. Collins, the sort of man who makes...
Oh, that's her, what's her name?
Oh, Mr. Wickham, how perfect you are. Picked up my head.
Oh my gosh.
What are you up to, Liddy?
I just happened to be looking for some ribbon. Wait, for the ball.
Hey, look, she the pride and jewel right now, ain't she? Everybody want her.
I shan't even browse. I can't be trusted. I have very poor taste in ribbons. No, it's true. And buckles. When it comes to...
That sky blue ribbon is a little sketchy to me, though.
The regiment.
What, laughing stock?
What do your superiors do with you?
I'm of next to no importance, so it's easily done.
Lend me some money. You already owe me a fortune, Liddy.
Allow me to oblige.
Oh, no, Mr. Wickham, please.
Smooth.
Real smooth.
I don't know what it was. It was a coin.
He lended her a nickel to buy. What you gonna buy with a nickel?
Mr. Bingley! Mr. Bingley! Mr. Bingley, how do you like my ribbons for your ball? She is. Look at her. She's blooming.
Oh, Lydia.
He is a credit to his profession. Lydia, you can't...
Ooh.
Oh, shit. Ho, he noticed.
Of course, you must come, Mr. Wickham. Enjoy the day.
The way he rolled off, you know what it is.
Yeah.
Do you plan to go to the Netherfield ball then, Mr. Wickham?
How long has Mr. Darcy been a guest there?
About a month.
Just talking without talking. That's what they was.
With Mr. Darcy.
Indeed, I've been connected with his family since then. You may well be surprised, Miss Elizabeth, especially given our cold greeting this afternoon.
Well, I hope that your plans in favour of Meryton...
Oh, no, it is not for me to be driven away. If he wishes to avoid seeing me, he must go.
I must ask, Mr. Wickham, what is the manner of your disapproval of Mr. Darcy?
My father managed his estate. His father treated me like a second son, loved me like a son. We were both with him the day he died. With his last breath, his father bequeathed me the rectory. But Darcy ignored his wishes and gave the living to another man. His father...
How cruel.
So now I'm a poor foot soldier, too lowly even to be noticed.
So guy's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I knew it. We read him right.
Oh, breathe in. I can't anymore. You're hurting. Betsy. Betsy.
I still think there must have been a misunderstanding.
Oh, Jane, do you never think ill of anybody?
Well, how could Mr. Darcy...
I'll discover the truth from Mr. Bingley at the ball this evening.
If it is not true, let Mr. Darcy contradict it himself.
Poor unfortunate Mr. Wickham.
On the contrary, Wickham is twice the man.
And let us hope a rather more willing dancer.
What was she in? Game of Thrones?
Oh, yeah. I know she was in Gone Girl.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy ass.
I knew it was in something that I've seen recently.
This year to marry his cousin. I don't think is he even invited?
I don't know. He's showing up, though.
What an immense pleasure it is to see you again, Mr. Bingley.
Mrs. Bennet. I'm so pleased you're here. And how are you? Are you looking for someone?
No, just admiring the general splendour.
It is breathtaking, Mr. Bingley.
Good.
She's definitely looking for somebody.
Yeah. Most like a soldier. Ain't that something? A soldier has no money or nothing.
Yeah, well, yeah. She doesn't care. I think the mom cares more than anything.
Perhaps he's through here.
That's right.
This is the ball party that they threw, right?
Yeah.
Apparently he's been detained.
Hey,
There you are.
look at all
What
they're
the
all
hell?
Collins.
wearing like that, you know,
Yeah,
white
white,
or
yeah.
cream color.
Oh.
That boy creepy.
I do not think it incompatible with your innocent diversion. Will her ladyship included have complimented me on my lightness of foot?
He's just strange.
Can we dance like this later
Yes.
tonight, babe?
That boy staring hard at me. He's trying to lock eyes.
Apparently your Mr. Wickham has been called on some business. Not for the presence in Netherfield of a certain and gentlemen.
Which is my primary object. It is my intention.
Everybody moving besides. What the fuck he say?
I don't know. You were talking.
Oh shit.
May I have the next dance, Miss Elizabeth?
Dude, this dude, man. Fuck. Can you even have a proper conversation?
Did I just agree to dance with Mr. Darcy? I dare say you will find him. I just want to loathe him for all eternity.
I can't believe he agreed to dance, though.
I love this dance.
Indeed, most invigorating.
I think he really liked her because he see the soldier with
Yeah.
her.
I talked about the dance. Now you ought to remark on the size of the room or the number of couples.
I'm perfectly happy to oblige. Please advise me of what you would like most to hear.
Reply will do for present. Perhaps by and by I may observe that private balls are much pleasanter than public ones.
You talk as a rule while dancing?
No.
I like the other guy better.
Yeah, more down to earth.
Yeah.
Tell me, do you and your sisters very often walk to Meryton?
It's a great opportunity to meet new people.
Mr. Wickham is blessed with such happy manners.
He's been so unfortunate as to lose your friendship.
Why he had to bring his name up?
And I dare say that is an irreversible event.
It is.
Character, Mr. Darcy.
And what have you discovered?
Very little.
I hope to afford you more clarity in the future.
I bet she wanna ask him so bad, but she ain't gonna do it. You know what's so strange about this is like the conversation is so chopped up. They say a few words. Well, like, dude, we can't even finish a fucking sentence. Oh shit. They must really like each other. They just blocked everybody else out.
Is that Mr. Darcy of Pemberley in Derbyshire?
I believe so.
I must make myself known to him immediately.
Mr. Collins, he will consider it an impertinence.
Mr. Darcy?
Talking to his back.
Mr. Darcy?
You wanted his attention, now you got it.
What interesting relatives you have.
I believe we have a mutual.
Talking to his back, the short self.
Delighted us long enough.
Ah.
And the other young lady.
Shut her down.
I was a child, and then she died.
She's embarrassed.
I have a beautiful great horse.
He wants that ass, boy. He chasing that tail.
And my Jane married my grand must throw her sisters into the bar. I'm very proud.
Oh my gosh.
They drinking.
They drunk.
Really, my family are having a competition to see who can expose themselves to the most ridiculous.
Bingley has not noticed.
No, I think he likes her very much.
Secure enough to be really in love without proper encouragement. Bingley likes her enormously. Help him on.
She's just shy and modest.
We are all fools in love. Move fast. Snap him up. There is plenty of time for us to get to know him afterwards.
Say get married.
That's a little backwards, but
It is.
This evening, someone's going to produce a piglet.
I mean, and then too, like I thought she did like him. Did she?
I thought so.
Do forgive me.
He finna start crying. Why she hiding?
Bennett, wake up. It's a good time in my life.
She wants to live that fancy life.
We'll be having a wedding here at Netherfield in less than 3 months, if you ask me, Mr. Bennett.
Okay.
What the heck? She's...
Is that a dog at the table?
Yeah.
I was hoping if it would not trouble you that I would Miss Elizabeth in the course of the morning.
Certainly. Lizzie
What?
will be very happy indeed. Everyone, private audience with your sister. No, wait, please, I beg you, Miss Lizzie. I desire you will stay where you are. Bennett.
That's so weird.
Now, Jane. Jane. Jane.
Look, Dad. Damn. Are you just trying to push her off anything?
Seems like it.
Just say no. Fuck it.
Dear Miss Elizabeth, I'm sure my attentions have been too marked to be mistaken. I singled you out as the companion of my future life. Before I am run away with my feelings, I may state my reasons for marrying of a clergyman to set the example of matrimony in his parish, that I am convinced it will add greatly to my happiness, that it is at the urging of my esteemed patroness, Lady Catherine, My object in coming to Longbourn was such a one from among Mr. Bennet's daughters, for such an alliance will surely
suit everyone, huh?
And now, nothing remains but for me to of my affection.
Mr. Collins!
Oh, what the fuck you gonna do?
No reproach.
You are too hasty, sir. You forget that I have given no answer.
Thoroughly approve when I speak to her of your modesty, amiable qualities.
Sir, by your proposal, but I regret that I must decline it.
Ladies don't seek to seem too easy.
Mr. Collins, I am perfectly serious. Last woman in the world who could make you happy.
I flatter myself, cousin, that your refusal is merely a natural delicacy. By manifold attractions, it's by no means certain that another offer of marriage may ever be made to you.
Wow. Get your ass on somewhere.
It's my love by suspense.
You mad 'cause I'm turning your ass down.
I am not the sort of female to torment a respectable man.
Shut his ass down.
And they're all right there.
And was he not listening?
Foolish child.
Is she crying? What the fuck she crying for?
Is she crying or laughing?
I don't know.
If she's crying, it might be because they're not going to inherit that, like, the house and everything.
That's crazy though.
Good for her.
Yeah.
We're all in an uproar. You must come and make Lizzie marry him. Mrs. proposed to Lizzie. But she vows she will not have him. Mr. Collins may not have Lizzie.
That's the danger.
Well, come and talk to her now.
Man, she a grown ass woman. You can't make her say yeah. Well, I don't know about in these times though.
Yeah, I was going to say. They probably could, but...
Yeah.
Tell her you insist upon them marrying.
Papa, marry
And save your sisters from destitution.
I can't.
Go back now and think of your family.
You cannot make me.
Mr. Bennett, say something.
Your mother insists, Mr. Collins.
Yes, I shall never see her again.
Be a stranger to one of your
Who
parents.
will maintain
Be a stranger.
I'll never see you again if you do not marry, Miss. I will never see you again if you do.
Do what makes you happy.
Yeah. Good for the dad.
Yeah.
you again?
Yeah.
Not that I take much pleasure in talking.
I mean, hell, you called her ugly any damn way.
From nervous complaints.
Try to push off and marry a cousin. What's going on? Oh, they leaving. So you didn't propose to her?
No.
I bet the sister talked him out of it.
I don't understand what we're taking from Netherfield.
Read it, I don't mind.
Mr. Darcy is impatient to see his sister, and we are scarcely less eager to meet her again. So much so, I must hope to hereafter call her my sister.
Is that not clear enough?
To persuade him otherwise.
I knew it.
But I know her to be incapable of willfully deceiving anyone. Far more likely that he doesn't.
Because he like her for sure.
Yeah.
He wants that ass.
Let it be known you are there, and I am sure he will come to you.
Give my love to my sister. And try not to be a burden, dear.
A girl likes to be crossed in love now and then. It gives her something to think of.
I'm sure that will cheer her up, Papa.
Well, it's your turn now, Lizzie. You're free to go off and be jilted yourself. Benny's a pleasant fellow, and he'd do the job credibly. And you have an affectionate mother.
So she going off to hopefully see him and hope he come see her.
Yeah. Ooh, who's that?
Charlotte.
My dear Lizzie, Mr. Collins and I are engaged.
Engaged? To be married?
Yes, of course, Lizzie. What other kind of engaged is there? Oh, for heaven's sake, Lizzie, don't look at me like that. There is no earthly reason why I shouldn't be as happy with him as any other. Not all of us can afford to be romantic. I've been offered a comfortable home and protection.
He's just desperate.
So it's all that matters to her.
I've no money and no prospects. I'm already a burden to my parents. So don't judge me, Lizzie. Don't you dare judge me.
Yeah, she gonna have their house.
Yeah. 27?
She don't look 27.
No.
He just picked the next runner up, I guess.
Yeah, that was quick.
Yeah, real quick. That's so messed up that when the dad passes on, they don't get the house. The next male do. That's fucked up.
It is.
Dear
Glad you
Charlotte,
think that, babe.
Thank you for your furniture and roads are all to your taste, and that Lady Catherine's behaviour is friendly and obliging, and the militia to the north with the colourful Mr. Wickham. As for the favour you ask, it is no favour at all.
Hopefully the dad don't die no time soon.
Yeah.
Say
my dear, I think our guest is tired after her journey.
I plan many improvements, of course. Yes, I flatter myself that any young lady would be happy to be the mistress of such a house.
Oh my gosh.
He's salty.
Get over yourself.
He's salty. That's what it is. Because she turned his ass down.
Oh, Lizzie, it's
Well, at least she seems happy.
my own home. Has the pig escaped again? Oh, it's Lady Catherine. Come and see Lizzie.
We've received an invitation to visit Rosings this evening from Lady Catherine de Bourgh.
How wonderful.
Lady Catherine's never been averse to the truly humble.
One of the most extraordinary sights in all of Europe, is it not?
That's a big ass house, sir. Where the fuck that is? What the fuck on her head?
It's a feather.
Mr. Berg.
What the? He can't stand up straight?
Why do you think she's blind?
So you are Elizabeth Bennet?
The way she's looking.
I am, your ladyship.
This is my daughter.
It's very kind of you to ask us to dine, Lady Catherine.
£300.
Mr. Darcy.
Mr. Darcy, I had no idea we had the honour.
Get the fuck out of my face.
You know my nephew?
Yes, Ma'am. I had the pleasure of meeting your nephew in Hertfordshire.
Mr. Collins, you can't sit next to your wife. Over there.
So he can't. He can't sit next to his wife?
Makes he needs to sit across from her.
I trust your family is in good health.
Wow. Well, fuck
Or
your
he
table.
wanted.
My eldest sister is currently in London. Perhaps you happen to see her there. A little, Ma'am, and very poorly.
Oh. Your sisters, do they draw?
Not one.
I suppose you had no opportunity. Your mother should have taken you to town every spring for the benefit of the master. Has your governess left you?
We never had a governess.
5 daughters brought up at home without a governess. I never heard such a thing. Your mother must have been quite a slave to your education.
I like her. She don't fucking take no shit.
Yeah.
Society?
Yes, Ma'am, all.
All? Would all 5 out at once? The younger ones out before the eldest are married. Your youngest sisters must be very...
But I think it would be very hard on younger sisters not to have their share of amusement because the elder is still unmarried.
Upon my word, you give your opinion very decidedly for so young a person.
With 3 younger sisters grown up, your ladyship can hardly expect me to own to it.
Come, Miss Bennet, and play for us.
Uh-oh.
For music is my delight. In fact, there are few people in England or better natural taste. If I had ever learned, so would Anne. If her health would have allowed.
False modesty. When I say I play poorly...
Come. Her ladyship demands it.
I thought she was being modest when she said she can't play.
You thought she was being modest?
No, that's what she thought.
Oh. No, I don't know. Or she's just trying to embarrass her.
Well, I don't think she can be embarrassed because she don't give a shit.
How does Georgiana get along, Darcy? No excellence can be acquired without constant practice. I've told Mrs. Collins this. Keeper's room.
Oh, thank you, Your
You'll be in nobody's way in that part of the house.
But I won't be alarmed, even if your sister does play so well.
I'm well enough acquainted with her to know that I cannot alarm you.
What was my friend like in Hertfordshire?
You really care to know? The first time I saw him at the assembly, he danced with nobody at all, sitting down without a partner.
I knew nobody beyond my own
ballroom.
Fitzwilliam, I need you.
Yeah, she doesn't let anything slide.
She don't. And I think that she know they like each other. I feel like she's trying to hook them up.
Yeah, I do too.
Perhaps you should take your aunt's advice and practice. Dear.
Oh, she got him. That's for sure.
Mr. Darcy, please do be seated. I'm afraid Mr. and Mrs. Collins have gone on business to the village.
This is a charming house. I believe my aunt did a great deal to it when Mr. Collins first arrived.
I believe so.
Oh, she know what's up.
Shall I call for some tea?
No.
Julia, say what's on your mind. Shit.
Good day, Miss Elizabeth. It's been a pleasure.
That boy busting like it was an emergency, didn't he?
I know.
What have you done to poor Mr. Darcy?
I have no idea.
Many conveniences which others can supply and which we cannot procure for ourselves.
He's sleeping.
Forgive me, through the intercourse of friendship or civility. On such occasions, the proud man steps forth cordiality of affection. But with who's ready to...
So how long do you plan to stay in Kent? Everyone appears to be at his disposal. And when he doesn't marry and secure a lasting convenience of that kind.
Darcy is a most loyal companion. He recently came to the rescue of one of his friends just in time. Marriage.
Who was the man?
His closest friend.
For marrying his sister.
Mm.
Her sister.
There were apparently strong objections to the lady.
Her lack of fortune.
I think it was a family that...
So he separated them.
I believe so. I know nothing
Oh shit. So he's the one who.
Yeah. He's responsible for Jane and.
Yeah. I thought it was her sister. Guess I was wrong.
I have struggled in vain and I can bear it no longer. These past months have been a torment. I have fought against my better judgment, my family's expectation, the inferiority of your birth, my rank, to end my agony.
I don't understand.
I love you. Most ardently.
Wow.
Please do me the honor of accepting my hand.
Sir, I appreciate the struggle you have been through, and I am very sorry to have caused you pain.
Is this your reply?
Yes, sir.
Are you...
No.
Are you rejecting me?
I'm sure hindered your regard will help you in overcoming it.
Endeavour at civility, I am less repulsive.
And I might as well inquire why, with so evident a design of judgment.
No, believe me, I
If
didn't
I
mean...
was uncivil, then that is some excuse, but I have other reasons. A man who has ruined, perhaps forever, the happiness of a most... You deny it, Mr. Darcy. You separated a young couple who loved each other, exposing your... To its derision for disappointed hopes. Of the acutest kind.
I do not deny it.
How could you do it?
Because I believed your sister indifferent attachment was deeper than hers.
That's because she's shy.
Bingley, too, is modest and was persuaded she didn't feel...
My sister hardly shows her true feelings to me.
He messed up.
I suppose you suspect some
No,
bearing
I
on
wouldn't
the
do your
matter.
sister the dishonour, though it was suggested...
What was?
Marriage.
Did my sister give that impression?
No, family.
Our want of connection. Mr. Bingley didn't seem to vex
No, it was
himself
more
about
than that.
How, sir?
It was even on occasion your father.
Ooh.
And what about Mr. Wickham?
Oh shit. She couldn't wait to accept.
What excuse can you give for your behaviour towards him?
You take an eager interest in that
You
gentleman.
ruin his chances, and yet you treat him with sarcasm.
Thank you for explaining so fully. Look, had not your pride been hurt by
My
my
pride?
honesty in admitting scruples about our relationship, inferiority of your circumstances.
And those are the words of a gentleman. Your selfish disdain for the feelings of others. The world I could ever be prevailed upon to marry.
Oh, wait. Fuck you and your money. Fuck you and your check. In other words.
In other words.
He love it. He love it.
Forgive me.
He like that. She's the first party to check his ass.
Yeah.
I don't care about your money. Are you?
This chick just got proposed to twice.
Yeah, and turned both of them down. Now, I ain't gonna lie, the mother definitely seemed like a fucking gold digger.
Yeah.
And was off. She didn't care about their happiness.
No.
And that just ruined it. That just ruined it. I bet he still want. He want even more now.
Yeah. I mean, I felt that, like, at that last scene. I thought they were going to make out.
Mm-hmm. Ain't that something the mother called her the ugly one?
I know.
They said, did nobody want to marry her?
And
So
she had 2 proposals.
Yeah, take what you can get, but okay.
She's pretty. I don't
Yeah,
know
she
what
is.
the mom's
She's
talking
extremely
about.
pretty. Who is this? Is it him? Back again.
I came to leave you this. I shall not renew the sentiments which were so disgustrous, the 2 offences you have laid against me.
Huh.
Nobody like
My
Batman.
father loved wisdom. In consequence, he left him a generous living. He demanded the value of the living which he was given, and which he gambled away within weeks. He then wrote demanding more money, which I refused, after which he severed all acquaintance. He came back to see us last summer. She is to inherit £30,000. When it was made clear he would never receive a penny of that, I will not attempt to convey the depth of Georgiana's despair.
Jesus. See?
As to the other matter, that of your sister, though the motives which governed me may to you appear insufficient.
Is he? Are you all right?
I wonder how she feel now.
I hardly know.
So you said he ain't gonna propose again since you felt
Yeah.
it disgusting.
But you have arrived. Your aunt and uncle are here to deliver Jane from London.
I'm quite over him, Lizzie. If you passed me in the street, I'd hardly notice. There's so much to entertain. What news from Kent?
Nothing. At least not much to entertain.
Lizzie, tell them I'll tell her. She asked me as well.
She probably can't afford it. If I could but go to Brighton.
And also because
Let's
I'm 2
all
years
go.
older.
Lydia's been invited to go.
Set me up very nicely.
Dine with the officers every night.
If you, dear father, do not take the trouble to check her, she will be fixed forever as the silliest and most determined and Kitty will follow, as she always does.
Until she goes.
So she's
Is that really all you care about?
she get sent off somewhere or something?
We will keep her out of any real mischief. She's far too poor to be an object.
Father, it's dangerous.
I am certain. Let us hope, in fact, that her stay in Brighton, her own insignificance, in she can hardly grow any worse. You'd be obliged to lock her up for the rest of her life.
Boy, well, he got what, 5 daughters?
Yeah.
The Peak District is not Brighton, and officers are very thin on the ground, which may influence your decision.
And get some fresh air.
The glories of nature.
Me, men are either eaten up with arrogance or stupid.
She kind of little eye too, ain't she?
Yeah.
Oh, take care, my love. That savours strongly of bitterness.
That cake look good.
You hungry, babe?
I sure am.
I saw Mr. Darcy when I was at Rosings. Did he mention Mr. Bingley? No, he did not.
So she ain't tell her sister the whole truth.
No.
Oh, what a men compared to rocks and mountains.
Or carriages that work.
Where exactly are we?
I think we're quite close to Pemberley.
Mr. Darcy's home.
Very well stocked lake. I've a hankering to see it.
Oh, no, let's not. I'd
She
rather not.
embarrassed,
He's so...
By heavens, Lizzie, what a snob you are. Objecting to poor Mr. Darcy because of his wealth.
These great men are never at home.
She want to avoid him now, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. Damn, look at that fucking driveway. Take you 2 days to get to the house.
The whole scenery is beautiful.
They just walked into his house? What the hell? Is it open to the public?
A handsome face. Is it a true likeness?
Does the young lady know Mr. Darcy? Do you not think him a handsome man, miss? Yes, I dare say he is.
She's like, damn, I fucked up. I fucked up. Ain't that a bitch? She said she at home, right? She at home. I'm just amazed I could just walk around somebody else's house like that.
Yeah. It is kind of like a museum, though.
Yeah, yeah. This
his sister?
Maybe. Yep, it's his sister. He there.
Miss Elizabeth!
Like a bat out of hell.
I thought you were in London.
No, I'm not.
No.
No, I
We
came
would not
back
have
a
come
day
had we
early.
known you
Some
were...
business with my steward.
I'm in Derbyshire with my aunt and uncle.
And now you're having a pleasant trip.
Very pleasant. Tomorrow we go to Matlock.
Tomorrow, are you staying at Lambton?
Yes, at the Rose and Crown.
He'll lower her. He can't help himself.
They said that the house was open for visitors. I had no idea.
May I see you back to the village?
No. I'm very fond of walking.
Yes. Yes, I know.
Goodbye, Mr. Darcy.
Girl, what's she doing? She know damn well she like him.
She's still mad, I think.
Fuck she mad for? She has no reason to be mad. He beat her there.
She can't escape him.
Well, yeah, she walked and he rode.
We've just met Mr. Darcy. You didn't tell us. He's asked us to dine with him tomorrow. Not at all how you'd painted him. To dine with him. There's something when he speaks. He particularly wants you to meet his sister.
Girl, stop playing hard to get.
Yeah.
It's working though. Whatever she's doing, working.
Well, whatever he's doing working is working too. I mean, I think
Absolutely.
she's trying hard to avoid him, but she's falling for him too.
Oh, that's somebody different.
Miss Elizabeth!
My sister.
My brother has told
Is
me.
that was someone different?
I thought it was the other girl.
Thank you.
No,
What
that
a
was
beautiful
the
pianoforte. My brother gave it to me.
the other guy's sister.
Oh,
the
okay.
redhead, you mean?
Okay, yeah.
Your unfortunate brother once had to put up with my playing for a whole evening. Then he has perjured himself most profoundly.
No, I said...
Oh, there's a smile. What is happening?
Are you fond of fishing?
Well, very much so.
Can I persuade you to accompany me to the lake this afternoon?
Do you play duets, Miss Elizabeth? Only when forced. Brother?
Splendid fishing, good company. What a capital fellow.
Thank you so much. Delighted for you, madam. Oh, it's from Jane.
What's going on here?
Uh-oh, what happened?
Who is Jane?
Her sister.
Lydia has run away with Mr. Wickham. They are gone from Brighton to Lord. No connections.
You don't know who Mr. Wickham is, do you?
Who the fuck is that? It sounds familiar.
This is my fault.
The guy, the soldier.
Exposed Wickham.
Oh, shit.
No, this is my fault. I might have prevented all this merely by being open.
Has anything been done to recover her?
But I know very well that nothing can be done.
So he's a schemer.
We have not the smallest hope. I think it is too late.
This is grave indeed. I will leave you. I'm afraid we must go at once.
Oh, her sister, the one supposed to marry the other dude. Whether she liked the other dude. She ran off with the soldier guy?
Jane is the one that was supposed to marry Mr. Bigsley. She wrote the letter and told her that Lydia, her other sister, ran away with the soldier.
Why did the Forsters let her out of this? I always said they were unfit to take charge of her.
And now she's ruined.
You're all ruined. Poor Mr. Bennett will now have to...
Found him yet, Mama?
And then Mr. Collins will turn us out before he's cold in his grave. Lydia must know what this must be doing to my nerves. Spasms all over me. My baby Lydia. How could she do such a thing to her poor Mama?
You can't do that. She's such a baby. Kitty.
Oh, that's the one with the handkerchief. I noticed who's missing now. Yeah, she was a little hot ass any damn way.
Writing.
I ain't even surprised.
It's in Uncle's writing.
Who's found them?
They're married.
Good.
They're married. They will be if he will agree to this, Father.
Son agree. Laid on that wretched man.
What do you mean, Father?
No man in his senses would marry Lydia under so slight a temptation as 100 a year. Uncle must have been very generous.
You can get a large sum. Wickham's a fool if he accepts less than £10,000.
10,000? Father! And at 15 too.
Is she happy?
It seems like it.
My things and tell Lady Lucas. Oh,
I mean, I think that's like the whole goal for all of them
Yeah.
is like get married.
to thank our uncle, Mama, and so he should help. He's far richer than us.
Like she sure recovered pretty quickly, huh?
Real quick. From distress to happiness.
And then perhaps you will understand.
Oh, this fucking scum. I not liked him at first. He tricked the shit out of me.
Sims in her carriage. So I took off my glove and let my hand to the knife, bowed and smiled
Wow.
like You must all go to Brighton.
He broke anyway, isn't he?
I hope you have half my good luck. Lydia. Detail, Lydia dear. Mama.
I've been enlisted in a regiment in the north near Newcastle. We travel there next week.
Can I come and stay with you?
That is out of the question.
I was in such a fuss.
I don't want to hear.
There was my old preacher. She was horrid unpleasant. But I didn't hear a word.
She's so blind. Blind, I mean.
I longed to know whether he'd been married to Miss Bluecoat. The north of England. Lady away from the church for Christmas, and I thought...
What's the other sister? I'll goo over.
Lucky he did come back, or I would have had to ask Mr. Darcy, but I don't really like...
Mr. Darcy? But I shouldn't have said a word. Mr. Darcy was at your wedding.
He paid for the wedding. Everything.
What?
Mr. Darcy?
Stop it, Lizzie. I might hear you sometimes.
He wanted him out of the picture.
Damn.
Married women never have much time.
This dude.
No, when I married your father, there didn't seem to be enough hours in the day. My sisters may write to me.
So push him off on his
Nothing
sister.
else to do.
So she wouldn't.
You crazy ass.
Nothing so bad as parting with one's children. One seems so forlorn without them.
How does she feel?
Who? Lizzie or the mom?
Lizzie.
I think she's upset.
Did you hear the news, madam? Mr. Bingley is returning to Netherfield.
Mr. Bingley?
She expects him tomorrow.
Not that I care about it. Mr. Bingley's nothing to us. We shan't mention a word about it. Is it quite certain he's coming?
His sister remains in town.
Pretend like we don't care.
They turn my baby down.
Mary, Mr. Bennett, the impudence of the man. I wonder he dares show his face.
I'm just glad he comes alone, because then we shall see less. But I dread other people's remarks. Oh, I'm sorry.
He's here! his name a pompous one. The very insolence of it. What does he think of coming here? Keep still, Jane.
She hot.
Oh, my lord. You should have a seizure, I'm sure.
Kitty,
Get this here.
where are the ribbons? The ribbons?
Mary, sit down.
They trying to clean up.
Yeah.
Make it presentable.
Mr. Darcy.
No.
I'm very glad we are to see you, Mr. Bingley. There have been a great many changes since you went away. And one of my own daughters, too. You will have seen it in the papers, though.
Yes, I did hear of it. I offer my congratulations.
To have my Lydia taken away from me.
Do you hope to stay long in the country, Mr. Bingley?
For the shooting.
When you have killed all your own birds, Mr. Bingley, I beg you will.
Thank you.
Mr. Bennet will be vastly happy to oblige you, and will save all the best of the coveys for you.
Are you well, Mr. Darcy? I hope that the weather stays fine.
I return to town tomorrow.
My Jane looks well. Does she not?
Well, we must be going, I think. It's been very pleasant to see you all again.
Stop by just to say hi. Yeah, right.
Well, when you were in town last winter, you promised to have a family dinner with us. At least 3 courses. Most extraordinary.
Are they crying or laughing?
I can't tell the difference.
Yeah. Look, just go talk to her, dog. Shit. You see it in her eyes. She want to say something.
Awkward.
Miss Bennet. I sky.
You rehearsing right now?
I'm glad that's over. At least now we can meet as indifferent acquaintances.
I think you are in great danger of making him as much in love with you as ever. Don't say that. Gee, I've been so blind.
What do you mean?
Look, it's him. He's back. He's come again.
What?
She's been blind. What's she gonna say next?
Cause you know she love his ass.
I know this is all very untoward, but I would like to request the privilege of speaking to Miss Bennet.
Everybody to the kitchen.
Immediately.
Oh, Mr. Bingley, it is so good to see you again so soon.
First, I must tell you I've been the most unmitigated and comprehensive ass.
Look at nosy. She turned down hers.
1,000 times.
The Lord.
No, they couldn't wait to bust in her, could they? He said he wasn't gonna ask again, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, I don't blame him. You tell me no once, I'm gonna take that answer and run with it.
Yeah.
Their tempers are much alike. They will be cheated assiduously by their servants, who will always exceed their income.
I wish I was balling. That was balling back then, huh?
Yeah.
She only can address herself effectually to the heart and whose arguments result from conviction. She must feel the influence of those passions.
Do you know he was totally ignorant of my...
How did he account for it?
He thought me indifferent. Oh, Lizzie, if I could but see you so happy, if there was such another man.
Perhaps Mr. Collins has a cousin.
Maybe he's changed his mind.
Dang.
Somebody bang like the police, ain't they?
Yes?
Look at everyone coming to the door.
Oh, shit.
All but one. The youngest has been lately married, your ladyship. And my eldest was proposed to only this...
You have a very small garden, madam. Absolutely not. I need to speak to Miss Elizabeth Bennet alone.
Indeed, you are mistaken. I cannot account for this honour at all.
Miss Bennet, I warn you, a report of a most alarming nature has reached me, that you intend to be united with my nephew. Though not wishing to injure him by supposing it possible, I instantly set off to make my sentiments known. To hear it contradicted, Miss Bennet.
Your coming will be rather a confirmation, surely, if indeed such a report exists.
Has it not been industriously circulated by yourself?
I have never heard of it. Do not pretend to possess equal frankness with your ladyship. You may ask a question which I may choose not to answer.
Of marriage?
Your ladyship has declared it to be impossible.
Let me be understood. This union has been planned since their infancy.
Yeah, they're cousins.
Scandalously patched up marriage, only achieved at the expense of your uncle. The shades of Pemberley to be thus polluted. Now tell me once and for all, are you engaged to him?
I am not.
And will you promise never to enter into such an engagement?
I will not, and I certainly never shall. You have insulted me in every possible way and can now have nothing further to say. I ask you to leave immediately.
Get the fuck out. Get. Your ladyship.
In my entire life.
You come in my house.
How does she think she should be treated? Yeah.
Lizzie?
For once in your life, leave me alone.
Hold up. What the That's his auntie. The nephew.
Yeah, she said that he was gonna be proposed that he was gonna marry her daughter.
That kind of they nasty as fuck.
Yeah, well, I mean, we already saw that with the cousins getting engaged.
Like I said, that was normal back then. And obviously, Darcy ain't going for that shit. The fact that that's circulating around that she engaged. I wonder who said something.
Maybe she just assumed. Like seeing them together.
Yeah. You would think he stay right next door to where they be walking towards each other. For real.
You'd walk that far for me, wouldn't you, babe?
Mm-hmm. But you tell me no, hell no, I ain't walking nowhere.
I couldn't sleep.
Nora, my aunt.
Yes, she was here. After what you have done for Lydia, and I suspect for Jane also, it is I who should be making amends.
Surely you must know it was all for you. You are too generous to trifle. I believe you spoke with my aunt last night, and it has taught me to hope. If your feelings are still what they were last April, tell me so at once. My affections and wishes have not changed. If, however, your feelings have changed, I would have to tell you. You have bewitched me, body and soul, and I love and never wish to be parted from you from this day on.
Well then, your hands are cold.
Well, she hit the jackpot. She hit all of them. He got the most money.
Yeah.
Shut the door, please, Elizabeth. Lizzie, are you out of your senses?
No, Papa.
It's rich, to be sure. More fine carriage. Will that make you happy?
Have you no other objection than your belief in my indifference?
We all know him to be a proud, unpleasant sort of fellow. This would be nothing if you really liked him.
I love him. He's not proud. I was wrong. I was entirely wrong about him. You don't know him, Papa. If I told you what he was really like, what he's done.
So I guess I was wrong about Lydia then. Like, I thought that he was doing it to get the guy away from
Yeah, I guess
Lizzie.
not.
I thought she didn't like him. So did I. So did we all.
I didn't think it really mattered to anybody if they liked him or not.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's good to hear that matters.
Yeah. I guess he asked the dad for permission.
Mm-hmm.
You mustn't tell anyone. He wouldn't want it. We misjudged him, Papa, me more than anyone. I've been nonsensical. I've been a fool about Jane, about so many other things. But you see, he and I are we're both so stubborn.
You really do love him, don't you?
I haven't seen him smile the whole movie.
I know.
Until now.
But anyone can deserve you. But it seems I am overruled. I heartily give my consent.
I probably should have said this, but I think she his favorite.
Yeah.
Out of all the
seems
daughters.
like it.
Yeah.
Not have parted with you, my Lizzie. Anyone less worthy.
And he cared. He cared
Yeah.
that she loved him.
Yeah, absolutely.
If any young men come for Mary or Kitty, for heaven's sake, send them in.
So what, 2 more daughters left?
Yeah.
The younger ones?
Because it's what my father always calls my mother when he's cross about something.
What endearments am I allowed?
My pearl for Sundays, but only on very special occasions.
What shall I call you when I'm cross, Mrs. Darcy?
You may only call me Mrs. Darcy, perfectly and incandescently happy.
And how are you this evening, Mrs. Darcy? Mrs. Darcy. Mrs. Darcy.
What you think, huh?
I liked it a lot.
I did. I ain't gonna lie, it was sketchy at first.
It was sketchy.
It was real fucking sketchy at first.
Like,
I ain't gonna lie.
sketchy how?
It's just they talking in olden tongues and shit, and I'm like,
it's hard to kind of follow.
yeah, it is. And then like with Mr. Darcy, he was really hard to read because he came off as a dick. But I think as the movie went on, he showed his character. Cause I think it was more like he was rich as shit, and women loved him because of his money.
Yeah.
You know, he hate gold diggers, and I think with the mother and most of the sisters, they only cared about, I guess, marrying off for money. Mm-hmm. And I think he realized that shit. He's like, man, fuck that.
Yeah, he did realize that because that's what he stopped his friend from marrying. Jane, you know. So it definitely was. I mean, I can see where you're saying like with just the different dialects and things like that. But and then also all the different names.
Yeah, I'm sure like,
to,
damn.
Keep you up on everything, but Mr. So-and-so.
And,
all the
and cousins want to marry uncles, and I'm like, you motherfuckers just nasty, man. But I guess back then it was okay. That was the norm back then. But it was just disgusting. I'm like, why would you want to marry your cousin?
Yeah. I don't know. But Lizzie, I loved Lizzie, and just she had a great part of like, you know, just kind of learning and coming into herself too, of like finding love and you know acceptance, and really because you know she kind of had that thing too where I mean she told him no, she said you know no, and then realized that he was doing all of those things for his sisters, which I thought it was completely opposite, but I guess it was something to help them get married because they couldn't. She was the youngest, but anyway.
And one thing I liked about Lizzie too is that she didn't kiss no ass. Like she didn't care about your stature. She didn't care about your money.
She just said how it was.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the reasons why he liked her is because she didn't give a shit.
Yeah, and I'm sure that wasn't common then.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not, man.
And I think that's why her dad like showed so much like not affection towards her, but really kind of like
she wasn't
her as well.
she was
a pushover.
She wasn't a hot ass too, like the rest of the sisters.
Yeah.
The rest of them was a hot ass. She didn't care.
Yeah.
So, but I truly enjoyed it. Surprisingly, I definitely enjoyed it. What you think?
Your rhyme drum.
My rhyme drum.
I liked it a lot as well.
What did you guys think about it? I hope you guys enjoyed our reaction. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. Check out our Patreon. And until next time,
bye.
Peace out.